Hi everyone, welcome to Car Glimpses channel. It's such a nice pleasure to meet you all and talk to you for the first time. I'm going to make the first review of this channel. It's about a Renault 5. Yes, I know what you are going to say. The car was shown since long time ago. Yes, it was shown since long time ago in Geneva Auto Show in February. But unfortunately, I didn't have the time or the opportunity to go there, so I just saw it first time in Paris Auto Show. And I was impressed actually by the look, by the features, and by the overall car features. And I want to present to you guys. So let's go on and let's make the best of this video. I'm going to explain some things about history. I'm going to dig a bit in the history of this car. I'm going to show you some specifications. We're going to look at the interior, exterior, about the design, about versions which are available, about the ranges which are available for this car. We are going to look at the options, and then we are going to get to a conclusion. Is it worth the hype? Let's move on. One thing, please, dear subscribers, if you want to help us, please comment in the comment section. We love to hear your opinion about the car, especially if you own the car, if you have driven the car. Please tell us what do you think about this first version of Renault 5. How does it feel? What is the pros and the cons? Yes, this video is a general review video, but if you had hands-on on the car and you know how it feels and you know what are the especially the problems, because once somebody wants to buy the car, he wants to know what are the problems, how does it feel. Please share with us the range, if the real range. Please share with us how it behaves in different weather conditions, if it's cold outside, if it's too hot. We all want to know about this. It will be a great help for the whole community and for all the users looking to buy this car, and maybe for just users who are interested in just seeing the overall new vehicle of Renault 5. Thank you so much, and let's dig into it. The first thing I want to talk about, it's about the first version of Renault 5. A bit of history. Yeah, the Renault 5 was the first car which was came into the market in 1970s. This is the Renault 5, which if you make a search on Google, you'll find it. It's such a nice hatchback, which actually had a lot of reactions at that time, and it was like a best-selling car from 1972 to 1980s. That was the first version with around 44 horsepower. Not much, but it was a lot for that time. But the car, look at it, is such an amazing and cute car. For me, I have a lot of memories of this car. I didn't have a Renault 5 before that. I have a Peugeot 205, and it's kind of similar hatchback and two doors. And I remember, man, such a nice, amazing experience. You know, we can hear the engine when you are driving, and hear the sound from outside. Nothing is soundproof. It is never boring. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments if you own this car, if you had this kind of car. What do you think about the old version? That was a big show at that time when Renault came with this car. That was the first version. Then there was a second version like MK2 GTL. This came in 1985, and it has like 59 horsepower, so it was a bit speedy. And then there was also a Renault 5 Turbo, or as it was known, Renault 5 Alpine or Renault 5 Gordon. Renault 5 Turbo, it looks like this, and that's a pretty cool, impressive design from Renault 5 Turbo. I don't know about you, but I think if I see this car today on the road, I would just look at it and I will be amazed by the look of it. Do you own a Renault 5 Turbo? If yes, please guys, share with us your impression, your opinion. I was also curious, like how much it costs a Renault 5 Turbo, and then if I look on the website or like Auto Scout, or if you have another website you can search, you will find it, you see around 200, 280,000, 200,000 euro, you will find a car like this. They are really cool cars. Definitely they worth the price. These are collection cars, of course. It's not your daily car, but they are such a beautiful design and such a great things that Renault brought into life at that time. I want to explain a bit about Alpine. Alpine actually is the sport department of Renault. Maybe most of you know about Alpine. Maybe some people don't know, but Alpine it was its own company. It was built in 1955 by Jean Redelet. He was passionate about cars, and then Renault bought the car in 1973, and then started producing Renault Sport, so sport cars, until 1995, when the production ceased. The production restarted in 2017, and There was the first car, Alpine A110. I'm sure you saw it because you can see it on the streets, and you can see many Alpine new cars on the streets right now. And we are going to have a video about the Alpine A280 in the next month, so stay tuned to this. One more thing that I would like to talk about Alpine. Actually, it is located in Dieppe. It's funny because I visited Dieppe. Dieppe is a nice city in Normandy in France. It is not far away from Paris. It's around 3 hours by train or 2 hours by car, something like this. It is a little cute town. I love it. I had an amazing food there, and I suggest you go there. You try it. There is a nice dock on this town. There are many fishermen, like really many trying to catch fish. It was really funny. And then the factory is on the entrance in Dieppe. So if you have the chance to go there, just visit it. It will be a nice memory for you. That's more or less about Alpine. If you wanted to know some introduction about the sport department of Renault. Where did I see the car? Actually, I saw it in Paris Auto Show. Yes, I didn't have the chance, as I told you, to go to Geneva Auto Show. And yes, it just jumped into my eyes. I saw it there. There was a Paris Auto Show. First of all, it was an amazing show. There were many brands, but unfortunately, also many brands missing. And I like Hyundai, Toyota, Mercedes, they were missing. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have something really new, really jumping outside, really fascinating. So maybe that's why they didn't come. But there are also many brands who were there, and there were so many people. Guys, tell me what is your impression about the show? There were so many people trying to get in the cars, and there was so much crowd. It was a big crowd, I would say. Anyway, Renault had such an amazing presentation in Paris Auto Show. Big thumbs up for Renault. It was such a great stand there with a lot of show with lights and a big screen where there was the new Renault Avatar. I was impressed by the presentation of the vehicles there. There was light falling on each vehicle and everything was dark, so it was quite impressive. And then there was also the Alpine department there. It was on the other side of the hall. It was a bluish, stylish presentation. It was also amazing. So again, final applause for Renault. I love what they did there. When I saw there were many new cars from Renault, of course, there were Renault 4, Renault 5, and there was Symbioz and Rafale, the new cars and the new engines. And Renault 5 really jumped into my eyes first when I went there. If we take a look at the Renault 5, this is the one that I shot there in Paris. Uh, I love personally the pearl white. I love this white and black colors. I love the red stripe. It's so sporty. I know most of the cars that are presented in a review on the internet are yellow. They are pop yellow. This is like a famous color, or pop green. But personally, I love this car, so I'm going to present you this car. Of course, you can choose from so many colors. So it will be exactly what your option. What do you want to choose from? I'm sure you're going to find the right one. You can find this sparkling color, let's say, like yellow and white, but you will have also the black and bluish color, so you'll have a wide range to choose from. What is this version? What is the name of this version? Actually, this is called the Renault 5 E-Tech 100% electric. What means E-Tech? I just want to present you a little bit E-Tech. Maybe many of you know, maybe many don't know about E-Tech. E-Tech is a technology from Renault. It's about the electric engines. They want to electrify the engines and all the cars by 2040. It's about ecological driving. It's about less consumption, less fuel consumption. You can see it's applied to plug-in hybrids and electrics, of course, and it brings a big reduction in fuel consumption, up to 75% for a plug-in hybrid and 40% to hybrid, and it has a lot of effect in the urban environment. So the technology is about going towards electric and making much more efficient ecological engines. If you want to find out more about e-tech, please look on the internet. You'll find more details about it. That's why it's called e-tech. Of course, it's 100% electric. It's electric car, and that's why it's full e-tech and full ecological, zero emissions. What the version we have here, especially the version that I videotaped there in Paris, it's the iconic 550 horsepower. Let's talk about different models and different ranges of this car. I choose the Renault website. This is like okay, the French website, and you will find here all the information about this car. You have three ranges to choose from, like 410 kilometers, 312 kilometers, 300 kilometers. These have different also horsepower, so it means they have less power. It will not be so punchy if you go for the basic model. The basic model has 95 horsepower, which is yes much less than the one which was presented everywhere with 150 horsepower. But still, the price also difference is quite huge. Yeah, it's starts from 29,500. But watch out, because this is the price without the ecological bonus from the state. Let me translate this first of all, so it will be more readable for everybody. Yeah. So this is the 29,500 euro, but 4,000 euros already deducted because of ecological bonus. So the government incentive depends now on each of your country. You you might have more or less the same amount, maybe 4,000, 5,000, 5,000 euro discount. Yeah, depends on your location. So this car starts from 29,500 euro, and if we add the 4,000 euro bonus deduction, it will be actually priced at 33,500 euro. That will be the price, and this will be the price for the top range, around 42,000, 43,000. The second version, which is 120 horsepower, starts from 24,000 euros, but it has 4,000 deduction already, so it actually will be like 28,000 at the end. And the basic version will be 25,000 euro. I guess the 25,000 version, it is made for the people who don't afford to go for the 33,000 euros version. So it's the basic version for the people who really want an electric car. It will not disappoint you. Is even with 300 kilometers autonomy, I don't think it's a bad option. No, for the daily commute, it will be an amazing car. If you can charge it at home, it will be great. So you have to think if you want to pay really 9,000 euro more or 8,000 euro more for the top version or not, for the feature that it brings. Depends on your situation, really. Before yesterday, actually, I was checking the website. The 312-kilometer autonomy range model was not available, and now it is available for ordering. And it so the car can be ordered right now, but actually it will be delivered a bit later. The one which will be delivered earlier is the one which was presented everywhere with the 400-kilometer range. And there are different versions for each kind of range type. So for the 400-kilometer range, there are two versions, Techno Iconic 5. For 312 kilometer, we have Evolution, Techno, and Iconic 5. So three versions for this range type of car. And for the basic one, there is only one version, which is 5. So this is actually, yes, made, I say it again, I know I'm repeating now, I say it again, it is a basic version for the people who want the new Renault 5, but they cannot afford the top range. Let's go now and configure the car, and let's see what these versions are about, what are the difference between the versions, what they offer us. Again, I'm just going on the French website, and we're gonna configure it here. We see we can choose now from the 120 horsepower and 150 horsepower, and I choose for the 150 horsepower to be more or less same. For 120, the price starts again from 25,000, 29,000, but of course 4,000 euro it's already deducted, so it'll be like 33,000. Yes, you have many options to choose from as a color. As I told you, for even for techno, like the basic color, we have it here. We can choose all this set of colors. I'm sure you'll find the one that you like. You have pop green is the famous one. You have pop yellow is the another famous one. It was like the colors that the car was debuted with. These are the basic colors. Then we have black, you have blue, you have different type of blue, and I have the pearl white. This is my favorite. I know, I told you many times that it's my favorite. And I love actually to have a combination of colors, so the roof to be different on the body of the color, the color of the body. Yeah, I think maybe with the same color, maybe it doesn't look that stylish, but nevertheless, the car in real life looks good anyway. I will go for this one. And you can customize the badge on the side. You can customize the top roof number, or The stripes on the roof, just look at it. If you choose a different roof stripes, it looks pretty cool. The wheels are weight in inch. You can choose from two types of design for the rims, and yeah, they look cool anyway. The car looks very good with 80-inch wheels because it's a small car and the wheels are quite big and it looks really sporty. And there is the textile inside. It's this is the techno version where it's a gray and then kind of a yellowish and yeah, kind of a brownish color. But if you go for the iconic 5, which is my favorite actually, if you look at the inside, you will see this is the yellow color and then grayish and the number 5. I love these colors personally. I would go for this version, but let's see more what the iconic 5 version offers compared to techno version. There are some small features. Let's look carefully at it. They are like heated front seats. They are parking pack. It means hands-free parking. There is some kind of semi-autonomous driving, and there is this biologic textile which is inside. Now, think about it's it's around 2,000 euro. Now, if you have this kind of money, if you have the money to buy a car for 30,000 euro, maybe 2,000 euro is not a big deal for you to buy the full inclusive package. You have to think, is it worth it? There are some new technology features like this heated seats and autonomous driving and hands-free parking. Are you going to really use them in the real life? Let me know in the comments if this is really the something that is practical and you are going to use every day. If it's something that you want to spend 2,000 euro on it, it is really up to you. For me personally, I would love to spend 2,000 euro on the car because of the interior, the yellowish design. I love it. Just not to keep the same blackish and darkish color. I love this yellowish and it fits with the dashboard. I'm going to show you the dashboard, which looks amazing. I would go for this if I had the money. Of course, I would go for the higher version, no problem. But now it's up to you if you want to spend this money. Of course, you'll go for the 120 horsepower and the lower range if you have less money. And here we can choose, you see, from Evolution, from Techno and Iconic 5 and yes, this free version that are there. Of course, they have less options or the higher version has more options than the other one. And maybe see the first thing that you can have in the lower version actually it's less colors. You have less colors. You have the rims which are basic rims. It doesn't look so cool. So basically, it is the stylish. But if you choose for 120 horsepower, that is a different range. It makes a lot of difference going for 300-kilometer range or for 400-kilometer range. Which one do you choose? Of course, we all want to get rid of long ranges or short range anxiety. We want to make sure that our car holds longer range. We don't want to just stay there and wait for somebody to come and help us to recharge the car. So for sure, any of us would like to go for a long range. Now it's up to your budget, up to your situation. What do you want to choose, and what can you afford to choose at this point? We go back to the car. I want to show you the car. We're gonna talk a bit about the specifications. As I mentioned at the beginning, this is like 150 horsepower and it has 245 newton meters of torque, and it's going to 100 kilometers per hour in around 8 seconds. It's quite fast, I would say. It's not like a hypercar, but it's quite fast. It will take you. You have a nice feeling when you start driving and you start accelerating. You can easily overtake. I'm sure about it. I didn't test it, but I'm sure about this. Just looking at the numbers, these numbers so are pretty cool. We have, since it's an electric car, we have a battery inside. The battery is like 52 kilowatts hour battery on this. I'm talking about this Iconic 5 and the long range version. It has a long range, I think, because of the technology that it's using inside. It's like the NMC technology. It's a nickel manganese cobalt technology, and this is known for its high energy density and performance. So that's why I think it has this long range for such a small and compact car. You can charge it at home with Type 2 socket. It will take around 5 hours to charge fully, and then it will take 1 hour if you use the fast charging and the CCS socket and power charger. Yes, it takes some time, but not too long, I would say. And if you want to charge it from 10% to 80%, it takes only around 30 minutes to do it. So, of course, also using the fast charging. These are advertising. Of course, in real life, I would love to know again, guys. Please let me know what is your experience with charging the car in this aspect. We love to know. We love to find out real information about the real world situation. The car also has a heat pump. It is a standard equipment, and this is a great economy efficiency improvement for the cold region. So people from Scandinavia, please leave us a comments if the car behaves well in the cold weather conditions, because we know all you know that in the cold weather the car range is going really low, really fast. So we want to know how it behaves. This is the biggest worries when you have when you buy a electric car. How does it behave in really cold conditions, weather conditions, really hot weather conditions? Because in the hot you're gonna start using the AC and air conditioning, and then the battery you're gonna go down fast. How does it behave? We all want to know real facts. So please, guys, comment in the sections below and tell us what happens in the real life with the car. I'm going to give you some numbers about the dimension of the car. It's around 3.9 meters long and 1.8 meter wide, and it has 1.5 height. If you just look at the height of the car, 1.5 meter, it's quite low, I say. And also, I was standing next to the car. It is quite a low car. It is a compact car, so if you look at it, you will see it is similar, I would say, in my vision with mini car. If you know mini, yeah, but even I would say it's even smaller than mini. It is a small compact car. It is a nice car for the city, I would say, for commuting the city. But again, it is up to you how you see it. I would love to see your comments again. For me, I would see it as a car for shorter distances. Maybe if you live in a small country like Switzerland, like Netherlands, or like Belgium, you will use it everywhere in the country because you can go from one side to another. You won't have a problem with the range. You won't have to wait. You charge it at home, and then you can travel all the way to work and back. You can go for shopping and grocery. It is a nice car for commuting, I would say. And look at the design again, such a beautiful design, such a nice LED lights, and such a nice badges everywhere. In the front, you saw you have the 5 from Renault, which is showing actually the percentage of the charging of the battery. Guys, let's take a look at the trunk. We start with the trunk of the car. Look what a beautiful design on the back of the car. I love it. Overall, Renault made such a beautiful presentation of this car. They made it in such a nice way. They put all kind of design, colors, and badges, and it looks pretty cool. That's why I was impressed, and I want to present you the car. Let's look first at the trunk of the car, or the back part of the car. You see, I want to mention this. If you look at the door, it doesn't have an electric button to close the trunk automatically. You can close it manually, so you can just pull the door. It's not a big deal. Again, it's not a big car. It's not a heavy door. You can easily close it. But I would expect that in today's days there will be like electric power tailgate, or it is not there. So we'll have to just use it like this. And if you look at the trunk itself, this is the trunk. Well, to understand is 7 liters of trunk, not that much I would say. So if you are going shopping, if you want to put two small luggages, that will fit. There's no problem. But if you want to put a fridge, by example, we're gonna refer all the time in the car glimpse to the fridge test. If you can put a fridge inside, it means it's a big car. You cannot fit a fridge here, that's for sure. You can just fold the seats on the second row, and you'll have around 1,000 liter of space. But still, if you have bigger boxes, I don't know if they will fit on the from the back part of the car. You cannot fit them inside. It's still a small car. Think about this when you buy it. If you want to carry stuff, usually with it, it won't be the right place maybe and the right vehicle for that. I want to check with you guys the interior of this car. Look at this. It is such a beautiful yellow and black design. As I told you, I prefer this version. I have the money to go for the higher version. But if you look at the back seat, I don't know if I'm sure that many people, like tall people or bigger body people, I would say they will fit in the back seats. If you have one child or two children, they have the car has a ISOFIX seats in the back seats in those two yellow places on the side, so you can fit two child seats there. Children will gonna fit very well there, but if you want to carry people, bigger people, taller people for a longer period of time, just think about twice if you want to put them in the backseat of the car. I'm just thinking, and I have the impression that this car is made for like if you are a single person, if you are a couple, and if you have one child or maximum two children, it can be okay. More than this, you have to think twice if you want to buy this car for transporting bigger things and bigger people. Yeah. There is actually here, there should be, as I saw in the description in the specification of this car, there should be like two USB-C. I don't see them. I make the shots here with the center console, but I didn't see the USB-C here. Please write in the comments if the car has the USB-C in the back seat. If somebody sees there, as I told you, if somehow you have somebody in the back seat and they want to plug in their phone or charge their phone or tablets, they have to use a cable or a USB port. Normally it should be here. I don't know why it does not appear in this version. So please let us in the comments if indeed there are USB-C in the back part of the seat. I'm usually interested in this technology part, so that's I'm insisting a bit. That's it more or less with the back seats and the spacing behind. Yes, there is a premium audio system. The car will sound really cool. The music inside will be really cool. There are like six speakers all over the car. It will be a really nice sound. So no problem about this. This how it looks the place in the back seat. Now we have like a nice view, and you can see the leg room. There was a guy actually who tried to fit into the car, tried to enter the car when I was there. He just struggled a couple of seconds to put his legs inside. He was taller. I'm telling you again, check it out. Check if you need really to transport somebody in the back seats and if you want to buy the car for this reason. Let's move on to the front part of the car and look at it. Look at it, guys. Look, what an amazing view of dashboard. The guy from Renault did an amazing job. I love what they did. I love the Renault 5 logo on the right side. I love the textiles and the soft board they made everywhere. It really looks like a luxury car. It really looks like a really made and really thought car when they built it. And they had put two nice displays there. There are two displays attached to each other around 10 inches or 24 centimeters, as you can see. And in the center part, there is the screen, the infotainment system, which is pointing towards the driver. So it's so easy to navigate and to work with it, and maybe search for directions because that's what we are going to use the infotainment system for. So the infotainment system has there is an Android app for connection with the car, and it has around 50 applications. So you have a lot of things to play with. It has the latest technology, no doubt about it. There is like real-time maps that you can use. There are Waze and many other applications. But again, I don't know about this since for sure when you are going to go into the car, just like me or just like everybody else, you're going to have your iPhone with you, you're going to have your Android with you, and you're going to plug it in, and then you're going to use the application from the phone at the end of the day. It's nice to have all these applications. It's nice to have over-the-air updates, which is built in the infotainment system from Renault. It's all nice and is there, and for sure you'll enjoy it. We have the buttons from the under the infotainment, and these are like for easily change the climate controls and the climate and all these settings. They are nice. They are easy to reach. It's kind of remind you of Peugeot. Peugeot made this kind of design at the beginning. They are really efficient and useful for the driver, so you can do the change that you want for the car. These are some nice comfortable seats, and you can adjust the seat on the sides, on the top if you want. looks such a beautiful design. Again, I'm impressed about the design that they made it happen in this car. They really put energy in creating such a beautiful car. Yeah, there is an OpenR Link multimedia system, and it's all integrated with the Google Assistant. So it's a kind of Google Cloud and Google integration from Renault. And again, I love what I see. I love this design. There is a wireless charger if you want to charge your phone. Of course, this technology it's now everywhere in every car. It is there. You will have it. You just put the phone down on the pad and then you will charge it. This is the armrest. What not too big, of course, since it's not such a big car. You cannot put such a huge armrest, but it's good enough for you and for the passenger next to you. It's pretty nice. You will have the two USB-Cs just next to the wireless charger there. And yeah, you have all the things that you need. Here are some cup holders. You can put some things inside. You can put your bottle of water or a cup of coffee here. Here are the buttons for parking. Just simple central console, nothing fancy, but everything is really put together in such a nice design. Here are the USB ports that I was talking about. There is the 12-volt socket on the left side as well if you want more power, energy. And look at such a beautiful Renault 5 logo. What do you think, guys? I want to know your opinion about the dashboard, about the interior, about the front part of the car. The door, it looks amazing. They made a really nice design with the yellow color. It's much better now than we have like black plastic and black material. This is a beautiful yellow color and it matches very well with the black, the rest of the black. These are the sound system. You'll hear a lot of sound from all the parts of the car. It looks such a beautiful design and interior. And from here, from the other side, you can see the panels much better. The cluster panel and the infotainment panel, which are joined to each other, are stuck to each other and it's like a cockpit. No, it's like you have the control all over the settings of the car you have as a driver. It's all useful, it's all well placed. I love it. I want to know your opinion. What do you think about this design? For me it's another level, and again, thumbs up for Renault for building such a beautiful car. Guys, the car has a new feature, as I think I mentioned before. It has a new avatar which is called a Renault. Yes, at first I also thought actually it's Renault, but it's spelled differently. It's Reno. It's a new avatar from Renault. It is an AI avatar. Actually, it's a ChatGPT avatar, so it will give you precise information. You will take care about your feelings. It will give you some more human, emotional response to whatever question you have. It will give you a nice, it will search about much more information than a normal Google search. So it's good that actually Renault implemented this all new technologies and brought everything they could. So the car has the latest and up-to-date technologies just on this first version. So the final question. What do you think, guys? Tell me in the comments how many of you would like to buy this car. I'm sure many of you won't buy this car because you already have the car. You already have your own car. You won't go for an electric car. But please let me know if you would buy it, if you had the chance to change your car or you want to have a new one. Would you go for it? That will be an amazing discussion that we can create here on the channel. Personally, I would love to have one, yes, but I already have another car, so I have like a thermic engine car. But for an electric car, it looks pretty cool. What else? What other cars we have in this range? We have a Dacia Duster. This is like a basic car. Of course, it has a much less option. It's really basic. The range is much lower, but also it's much cheaper. We have another competitor, which is a Hyundai Inster. We're gonna have a video soon about Hyundai Inster. It's a car which comes also next year. It's an electric car. It's also made for the city. It's for also like a compact car, commuter car. It's pretty cool. It's not bad at all. I had the chance to see it actually in Zurich Auto Show, and I made a video about it. I'm going to present it soon. What do you think about this range? What do you think about this car? Where it fits in this range of electric cars? You see, you have options from 25,000 euro to 43,000 euro. It's you can choose the range, you can choose different options. You have many possibilities about design, about colors, about interior, about different customization of this car. A lot of options to choose from. Maybe Renault, of course, they did it intentionally because they want you guys to find your perfect module, your perfect design, and a perfect place in this car. Yes, they made a great job. What do you think about it? This will be available, as I told you, from next month. So from the making of the video, it will be available in December 2024, and then new versions will be available from spring 2025, like the lower range, the basic version, like 25,000 euro. Until then, you can go and have a test drive to your local dealership, and you can order it. And then wait, of course, if there is a big, you will have to wait a couple of months. It's usual with the new cars and cars which are in high demand. And yes, that's a Renault 5. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget, if you really like the review, please like it. And if you like to see more videos, please subscribe. But last and not least, please leave comments. Let's bring information to this channel. Let's help people decide by themselves if they want to buy or what they think about this car. It can help everybody to make a really opinion, and it would be nice to have concrete information about the car. About it means real world information, how the car behaves in the real world. That will be the most important information that we can put here in the channel. So please help with that. A big thanks to you guys, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Have an amazing day in front of you.